Ancient Lake.
Lap 2.
Final lap. Finish!
Fossil Canyon.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap. Finish!
Jungle Falls.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap. Finish!
Hot Top Volcano.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap. Finish!
Trophy race. Whale Bay.
Get ready! Go! Way! Yahoo! Way!
Lap 2.
Yippee!
Pirate Lagoon.
Get ready! Go! Way!
Lap 2.
Final lap. Way!
Christmas Island.
Get ready! Go! Yippee!
Lap 2.
Power up! Final lap. Power up! Whoa! Power up! Finish!
Treasure Cave.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap. Finish!
Trophy race.
Everfrost Peak.
Get ready! Go! Yippee!
Lap 2.
Yippee! Final lap.
Walrus Cove.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Snowball Battle.
Get ready! Go! Way! Way!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Frosty Village.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Trophy Race. Boulder Canyon.
Get ready! Go! Power up!
Lap 2.
Final lap.
Greenwood Village.
Lap 2.
Final lap.
Windmill Plains.
Lap 2.
Final lap.
Haunted Woods.
Lap 2. Trophy race.
Space Dust Alley.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Power up! Final lap! Power up!
Dark Moon Caverns.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap!
Star City.
Lap 2.
Spaceport Alpha.
Get ready. Go.
Lap 2.
Final lap.
Ancient Lake.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Fossil Canyon.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Jungle Falls.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Whoa! Final lap! Finish!
Hot Top Volcano.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Trophy race. Whale Bay.
Get ready! Go! Yahoo! Whoa! Whoopee! Ooh! Yippee! Whoopee!
Lap 2.
Woohoo! Whoopee! Yippee! Final lap! Whoopee! Finish!
Pirate Lagoon.
Get ready! Go! Whoopee! Whoopee!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Whoopee! Whoopee! Yippee! Finish!
Christmas Island.
Get ready! Go! Yippee! Power up!
Lap 2.
Power up! Final lap! Yippee! Finish!
Treasure Cave.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Trophy race.
Everfrost Peak.
Get ready! Go! Yahoo!
Lap 2.
Whoopee! Yippee! Finish!
Walrus Code.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Snowball Battle.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Frosty Village.
Get ready! Go! Hey!
Lap 2.
Final lap! Finish!
Trophy race.
Boulder Canyon.
Get ready! Go! Power up!
So, hello everyone. My name is Mew, and I will do the commentary on this game. I'm sorry for the late being, but I was actually stuck in another game before. So, what we see so far is okay. Start with the introduce the runners. Sweenerdog is a person who's currently sitting on a time of 26:51 seconds, and AtomicOtaku is actually having 28:55. So there's actually a difference between these two runners. But as far as I know, even though there's a skill level difference, anything can happen. It's still a race. I mean, someone can choke some bit or just not play on their current level. And a PB is still a PB that is done so far. So that is actually not deciding the race. But what I see so far, they are actually almost a minute apart. Am I totally being wrong right now? I don't think so. Well, let's just sum it up on this track. To begin with, do you have any questions about the game, or any techniques, or any questions overall? Just type it in the chat. It doesn't matter when during the races you do it. Just type it out. And no question is too silly to ask. And by the way, do you guys hear me? First of all. Because I'm totally new to this commentary thing, so I don't know if I'm actually being heard right now. And I'm quite sorry if I pronounce things wrong. I actually did a live stream myself of Diddy racing for 6.5 hours. And then I was commenting the last race, so I've been active for 8 hours straight in front of the computer, so yeah. Very nice that you hear me. If you have any questions, doesn't matter what question it is, just ask. So here we see, there's actually currently 1 minute and 8 seconds in between the runners. And as I said before, their PBs are actually around 2 minutes apart from each other. And that is actually kind of deciding a lot right now, but as I also said, like, nothing is decided. A race is still a race. Nerves are still there. It doesn't matter how good you are. Some sort of nerves will still hit you. So, we actually see Sweenerdog. No, he actually clipped inbounds again. So, Sweenerdog went for the windmill planes out of bounds, but apparently somehow he clipped inbounds again. And I actually missed it on the regular stream, so I cannot really tell what actually happened. That was unfortunate. Because he's actually having a really good pace at the moment. So I'm sorry if I don't know too much about the history about these two players. I haven't seen them run personally. Oh no. Okay, Sweenerdog actually misses the out of bounds the second lap around. At the same time, Atomic actually bonks into the wall. But even though he misses the windmill planes 2 times in a row, he's still 1:15 ahead. Yeah, this is the Japanese version. Not ROM. That is actually one of the main rules of this game. You cannot use the emulator. Because if you use the emulator, it goes just that much faster. Because you don't have the same lag. The N64 cards are actually really laggy. So, yeah, that is unfortunate, trying to tell. And Scooper 9, or whatever your name is, sorry if I butchered it. Sweener's PB compared to world record. Sweener's PB is 26:22 or something. Wait, I gotta double check. But the world record is 23:50, a hole by Mrs. Gizmaloke. Sweenerdog has 26:51. So that is actually roughly 3 minutes difference. Yeah, it kind of is, because this game, to begin with, the Japanese version has 30 frames per second, and the other two cartridges, like the other types, Europe and American, they both has 25. So 25 FPS compared to emulator that doesn't lag. I mean, come on. Now often like 90% of the runners are actually using Japanese, I think. But there's actually a lot of new runners, so it's actually more divided now. But most of the people are actually running on Japanese, and then again, you get 5 more frames per second out of running on Japanese. Yeah, so it doesn't like you can't. Um, yeah, I guess like both is probably really nervous, and at the same time you probably just want to play safe, because like before you actually get consistent with tracks, like really consistent, then you will try to play it safe when you're actually in a tournament match. And yeah, that is also true, Blue Sox. Japanese clip has a clip that actually makes Pittsburgh Alpha faster. And yeah, overall it's a lot faster, but as I heard also, it's actually an FPS, a FPS difference in the cartridges as well. Like the European one has 25 frames per second, it doesn't even have 30, so that actually makes it lag even more. And I'm sorry for butchering words at the moment and pronunciations. I've been doing commentary on a full game of 3 sets, and at the same time I was streaming for 6.5 hours before, so I've been talking a lot. And since English ain't my native tongue, that is kind of exhausting in the long length. I actually speedrun this game. Mainly this game. I've been trying to like casually speedrun some other games that I think are really fun, but I never got into them. This is the only game I actually got into. I'm currently sitting on a 30th place on the leaderboard, so I'm somewhat mid-range. Yeah, that is also a good point, Blue Sox. Like Atomic, one of the things he's not gaining time in is that he's not doing the windmill planes out of bounds, and that is a huge difference between them two. So that is actually considerable as well, because it's like around 2 minutes between the two runners in the PB, but Sweenerdog actually had a windmill planes out of bounds. My personal PB is 28:20. I actually got it today during my stream. So I'm actually like, yeah, I know, trying to tell. I actually had a 33 before, so I've been improving a lot, and I'm becoming more consistent as well. I'm setting 28:20 to 28:40. That is the range I'm going in right now on every run. So that is quite nice. Actually, just only today I got 28:20, 28:23, and 28:25. So that is quite consistent. But yeah, as just going back to what Blue Sox said, like Sweenerdog does the windmill planes out of bounds, and that is saving roughly 45 seconds or something. So the difference in their PBs are 2 minutes, which means you can almost shave off 1 minute just out of that, out of bounds. And yeah, this is quite beautiful actually. So currently they're a full stage in between them two to getting back to the game.
Lap 2.
Yeah, I get you. That is actually funny. Near Automata is actually one of the games I only watch because what is his name now again? The one-handed guy, half coordinated. I think his name is. He's so motivating. He's so kind, and it's so amazing to see his run his games. That's actually the reason why I actually even watched that game. Oh, that mine though, Atomic. So Sweenerdog is actually running quite fluently right now. Okay, except for that bonk. I'm sorry, this is a caster's curse. You should never say they're doing something good because then they're gonna fuck up.
Finish!
That is actually, yeah.
Spaceport Alpha.
Tried, he actually ran it. Um, I don't even remember, I even think that he actually ran it on the ADDQ. I'm not 100% sure. You should search it. Oh yeah, that's true. SDDQ. And that's where I actually saw it. And that is freaking amazing running that game with one hand. Like, no, Sweenerdog, no. Okay, guys, I gotta be honest here. He actually choked out of bounds on 2 of the stages. I weren't here for the hot tub volcano, so I don't know if he actually got that one or not. But so far, Windmill Plains, he choked it. And now he choked the Spaceport Alpha out of bounds. This is giving some brief room for Atomic, but I still think like this is a win for Sweener, to be honest. Okay, he made 8 GV. Nice to know. But still, will he do it? Come on. Okay, so he gets his second lap, but getting his second lap still loses you roughly 15 to 20 seconds. If not even more, it totally depends on how good you recover from it. And with no shield, that is actually good. And he finishes up with a time of, he forgot to stop his timer, I think. But I think it was 27:59 or something like that, it seems like. But that was a really lucky one. Sometimes, yeah. More like windmill lames, yeah. That is so true. That is unfortunate because the first time, Sweener, you actually, like, you were out of bounds, but you got pushed into bounds again. But that was a really good race, though, nonetheless. So 1 point to Sweener. And we will see what Atomic actually gets for time. He's not on PB pace, unfortunately, but yeah. Yeah, I tried it. I totally agree. And I gotta be honest, like when I started to play this game and actually needed to unlock TT on my Japanese cartridge, I was actually raging as hell. I was streaming it and I had so much problems getting it on like the Future Funland status without TT. It was so freaking hard. So Atomic actually finished up at 29:17. Oh, did I actually miss the first game? That's how harsh it was. But nonetheless, it was a good race. And wow. Why did you ever do that, Blue Sox? By the way, guys, Sweenerdog and Atomic, do you want to come in and join on Discord and fill me up what happened the first race? And tell me how it did, how you guys did, and how you feel about the race and stuff? Or what do you want to do? No, this is actually a best of 3. And I didn't even know that I actually missed the first race. I thought this was actually the first race. Nonetheless, do you guys want to come in and just tell me your thoughts about the races? What do you think about it? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yo, mate.
Hello?
Hello, hello. I'm dragging Atomic as well. So, fill me up. What happened the first race? I totally missed that one. Because I was stuck in the other game because like Xavier and Mano had their game. So
Yeah,
I was stuck in their
it's
game.
cool. Sweener won. Good job, Sweener.
Okay. What were the times? Like, how did it go down? Like, tell me some juicy details.
Well, mine was really bad. I got like I think I got like a 30-40 or something. I missed both out of bounds in Hot Top Volcano and Spaceport Alpha.
That is really harsh.
Yeah, had a bad time, but second one was better. How did yours go? How did yours go, Sweener?
Generally disappointed with them just because of windmill planes. It's just so painful to try it 6 times and miss them 6 times.
I gotta be honest with you though. You were so freaking close to actually get it the first time in the second race,
and it's
because you were
just,
out of bounds and you got pushed in again. I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, that was a couple of times that happened, and just for the sake of the stream here, just to put it out there, that clip is so hard.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it that I got it in my first race with Kiwi. I got it both times on the first try, which is just, that doesn't happen.
And just to go into information about the out of bounds clip that I actually missed 6 times now. Sorry for burn, but it's like, first of all, you need to have the correct speed, the amount of speed, and you need to have the correct amount of angle. Like the angle needs to be perfect. At the same time, you need to barrel roll at the like really good precision. Like if you don't do all of these 3 things at the correct order, you will not get out of bounds.
Right, and that's only half the battle, because once you're actually out of bounds, there's almost no space to barrel roll and keep speed up.
I gotta say,
really
outside is harder.
Yeah,
it's actually harder when you're actually out of bounds, because I've been practicing this for personal preference, and I can get out of bounds really easy. But the problem is actually staying out of bounds, and it's so many places, like the path is so narrow, you need to actually do barrel rolls to actually win speed as well. And you need to know the exact route. If you don't know the exact route, you're screwed anyways. So
that's why it's so crazy to watch like top runners just YOLO their way through the entire thing.
Yeah.
No problem. They come out the other end with like a 58 or something. Yeah, it's just unreal.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. And here I am with 130 or something.
I haven't gotten to learning that yet, but probably will try soon. But
I've been trying it, but not doing it. No, like implementing it into run, it takes a lot of practice. You need to put a lot of hours into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you get the rhythm down, actually getting out of bounds is not that hard. And after you get out of bounds, it's just a matter of practicing being out there as often as possible. Like even if it's a bad out of bounds, sometimes you'll get it just barely, and you'll softly float down like under the map a little bit, and it's like, hey man, I got out of bounds. I don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's true. But ain't it a lot like you really need to get it into your muscle memory, like with every practice. Like the only thing is you need to do it a lot more for just that specific trick.
Right, and it's there's so many, like I'd say Hot Top Volcano and even Spaceport Alpha. Those are very muscle memory. They're not horribly difficult. Hell, I missed mine. They're still pretty hard. But with the Windmill Plains one, what's so hard about it is since it's so precise, everything matters. The angle that you come out of the tunnel from, and enter the zipper at, and turn when you come out of the windmill.
That is so true.
Every little thing. And if you don't have everything right, it all goes to crap.
And the same goes for if you do one single barrel roll too much, then you're inbounds again.
Right.
So it's like,
it's a tough course, but it happens.
Yeah, I spent most of my time today practicing Everfrost Peak because I figured out something I've been doing in plane wrong this whole time. I've been pressing I've been pressing A way too much, and I realized that today, like an hour before the race. So I was just trying to improve my plane. And on one hand, that was good because I figured out a way to go faster. On the other hand, it really messed with my muscle memory a bit.
Yeah. But that is also a thing that is also a thing for new runners or people who actually consider running, like practice playing. Not even kidding. Like every vehicle you can get somewhat easily, except plane. And the same goes for the out of bounds we were just talking about. It's like mainly that comes down to how good you actually like use your plane.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like you really need to maneuver your plane really well to actually stay out of bounds.
Yeah. And my car, yeah, it's like car, I think, is at a place I'm happy with. Hover, I need to improve a little bit, but plane needs work and practice.
It's so interesting to me how different the vehicles are and how same at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the same rules apply to each one of them, but they don't at the same time.
Yeah, that is so true.
Like if you start tapping A in the plane, I don't know if you got the chance to explain that at all to the stream. But...
I actually didn't even practice that myself, so yeah.
So tapping A in this game makes you go a lot faster. So pretty much anytime we're not going through a boost, we're tapping the A button about 4 times a second. So in the car, it's like pretty much anytime you're moving, you're tapping A.
Yeah,
in the hovercraft, you're doing a maneuver called snaking, where you wiggle the hover car back and forth. And in the plane, it's like I still don't understand when I can start tapping A and when I can't.
No, but it's like the only thing I understood was like do a barrel roll. Haha.
That's important.
But it's like, yeah, but it's like let go A button and do a barrel roll. That is everything I got. But tapping A button, I never understood how it actually works. So I actually gotta like get some counseling from Giz again, like so we can actually explain what the fuck is going on and why do I need to tap.
It's so worth just like dropping in on a stream or watching back some of his like IL records or something, and just like watching his button inputs. I think he's the only streamer that uses those little inputs.
Yeah, it's actually true, and he actually had a donation incentive, and he actually got the donation for it, and then he actually like his dedication for the game is ridiculous. So he actually went down and like found input display and actually got it installed and everything, and he's actually doing like every attempt he's doing right now is with input display. So that is really amazing, and if you want to learn more about the game, just go and watch him.
Yeah, for sure.
It was actually because of those input displays that I figured out what I was doing wrong in every show.
Exactly, man. Same here. Every time I watch, I learn something new. Every time I watch someone play this game, you learn something. There's always something else you can improve on.
I watched him do a full lap, and I was like, wait, he like never pressed A that entire lap. That can't be right. Nope. His input must be bugged.
Nope. I'd actually love to see like a counter for this game. To see how many press the A button, or the B button, or the R button.
Yeah,
I like it.
That is what actually like confuses most of the people when starting to run this game. Like, how can everyone go so fast? And it's so counteractive. Like, why do I press the A button to go faster? Like, A button is for throttle, right? So it's like, and like the thing with the barrel rolls as well is like, I never. I think I figured when I was a kid, like, oh, you go faster if you barrel roll, but I didn't think about actually letting go of the A button and barrel roll, and then you suddenly go 10 times faster. Like, I never figured these.
It's a weird game with a lot of really interesting quirks. The skill cap is so high. Like, even just watching like Giz run this and looking at his like best possible time or some of best segments,
it's ridiculous.
Seeing it still like 40 seconds below his PB is just like, oh my god. It's just and part of the inconsistency is the way the game lags too, which is I mean,
my runs right now. My runs right now were the first runs I did without music on, because I only learned recently that turning off music is faster.
Yeah, I do the same.
Which is a depressing realization. Because you have an incredible soundtrack.
This is one of the best games with music. Like, if you consider the music, is one of the best games out there. To be fair. And it's like, to imagine this game is like, what, 15 years old, 20? What is it?
1997, so 21.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
21 years. Jesus Christ, I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. But yeah, to be fair though, it was created 21 years ago, and it's like, of course, we found glitches and stuff, but it was still using a Japanese cartridge, which was the first one created. and the other ones actually corrected the out of bounds, for example, and stuff like that. So it's like it doesn't have that much glitches. To be fair,
No,
it's a very
pretty,
complete game.
It's pretty alright, and even some of the glitches we do use are like, who in the hell found that out? Who figured that out?
Yeah, who would actually go to every corner in the game using a boost and using a barrel roll? Like the windmill planes, like why?
I guess what I like about this run so much is it's so like there are glitches, but it's so much more about skill and technical improvements than it is about manipulating
And consistency. Consistency is one of the most important things. Like you need to first improve your skill level, like every track individually, and then you need to improve the run itself, and then after that you need to just be consistent, because then you will actually improve one stage or another, like the more you play.
Yeah. I would honestly say if anyone viewing wants to get into the speedrunning community for this game, highly suggest joining the Discord channel for Diddy Kong Racing speedrunning.
Yeah,
it's crazy how together this community is and how awesome everybody is. There's always someone to talk to, someone to help you out.
That is so true. Yeah, that is so true. So many nice people and so many runners now. It's like it went from being just a few to like this tournament alone we're like 32 people.
Wait. Oh yeah, in the tournament. I thought you were saying 32 people that joined, like new runners.
No.
I was like, oh my god.
No, but it's like 32 people in the tournament, and out of these 32 people, there are like how many new people? Like, because I don't consider myself as a super new player, just because I had a break for 1.5 years or something, but I never actually reached a high level or anything. But it's like since I took a break, they actually joined in like 20 or 25 new people.
It's really awesome. It's cool to see the community grow. So feel free to join.
Really nice.
Join it for yourself.
Come hang out.
And if you have the same thing, if you have any questions, like can't you even ask them on diddyconracing.com or something like that, like DKR? I don't remember the site, but
DKR64.com, I think.
Yeah. Just go there and check it out, and maybe you can get in contact with someone of us, and then like if you want to have some tips or like advices on how to get started or anything. Like we know how to set up a stream with like Nintendo 64 and DKR and everything, and how to get them. So, and then we can help you getting started with how to actually obtain TT and everything like that. So, like every tips and tricks, they are here, and it's super nice people in the world community. So,
good community.
Trust me, you can have really fun in this community.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think we should actually wrap this up now, right?
Sounds like
I think so.
So, congratulations, Sweenerdog, for your victory, and really good race between you two.
Man, big winner. Good job.
Pro advice to both of you: check through the VOD later on. I know, Sweener, you're better than us too, but you can still check the vlog just to see the painful windmill planes.
I'll be rewatching the VOD too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, guys. Take care and have a nice evening or morning or whatever it is where you live.
Yeah, you too.
too.
See you around.
Bye-bye. See ya.